Think of your dreams in life and the wonders that be. All the fantastic things you dream of in life. And all the wondrous things you choose to create of that life. Think of that which is not. Choices of loss of those dreams so true. Think throughout your life and each deed you've chosen. Each one. Just that which you sought and that which you did. But just of you, no other truth. Think of it. Think of all the wonders that you can be. Of all the endless possibilities. You could create of this, you could create of that. Create of this or that or that or this. You think of all that you could be. And not just that alone. Or that alone. But think of all the true things without loss you could create. Now think of those choices that are not true of it true. Think of all those choices that are not true of your dream you see. Think of all that loss that is presented. All that contamination of what you truly want. Those simple things. Those great things. And all those things in the middle. But they are those things, that one, that choice of loss that is not. Think of all those times you choose of that loss. Think of all those times you did not choose to create what you dream, what you sought in life, those wondrous dreams that each one carries, that each one is capable of creating, each and every one that you're capable of creating. But think of where you chose to lose it, or you chose to create a mess of it for another and for yourself. Think of where you chose to not create your dream in creation, but chose to create loss of it, or creating loss of it in another. Think where you've destroyed your own dream. The dream is not just of you. It is of the environment around you. It is of creation. And to create your dream is to create it. And to share in that which is like to it. But what is not like to your dream? What choices of just yourself? Will you not create of your heart, of your dream? Will you not create what you seek in life? Will you not protect the choices, the share, the seek to protect only your dream? Think, when you seek to only protect your own dream and no others, what do you truly create? What law do you choose upon those choices? Is that protection? No. To protect is not just to protect of oneself, but to protect of others as well. Think of the times in life where one has chosen that you should lose, that you should create only what they do see. Think of where you did choose it. Think of where the loss is on both sides. Think about it. What did you choose to lose at those occasions, at those times? Well, another didn't choose you to lose. Well, of course, you lost what they chose you to lose at the time. But think of the time when you did choose another to lose. Then what did you choose to lose? Because what did you create? What choices of loss? What choices of wonder? What choice is true of your dream? That's what I want to know. What of your dream have you created? Those are the good things. Those are what protect you. Not that choice of loss. Not that you are greater. Because you know what? You're not greater. Now you're not lesser. You're one with me. As I am one with you. Each and every one of you. Are you one with me? Are you one with each and every one? Or do they have to be only what you choose? Or do you have to always choose this one thing? Well, what do you choose to lose? What else could be? What's your one choice? What other possibility? But what? You want it all for yourself? Now what do you choose to lose? What else can others do? What can others create when it is of share and truth? But what? Everything has to choose to be what you want. It's all yours, your creation. But that's not true. The choice of loss is there. Because what might others create? So true. What might they create? What do you seek in life to create? What might they? No. Well, if you choose loss of them, will they not choose loss of you? Will they choose loss to protect from the loss you create? Or will they just choose more loss as you have chosen of all that could be in the future that could be in life? Think about it. Life. That grand old carnival. That carnival so true. Think of those choices in life. So wondrously true. Think what you did choose to create something. Like a snack or a food. A tasty treat. A carnival treat. Think of those ones that had no poison. Had no loss, no hurt or harm. Weren't those great that you did create, that we do create, each and every one? Now think of those choices that you may have created. You may not, but some do. That do have a poison. Contain those laws, those creations, those choices of where you might lead. Think about it. Where you might lead. Where might you lead without that poison? Where might you help others to reach? What might you create and share with those that choose it? What kind of ride? What kind of ride might you create that has no poison, has no rickety rails, no broken tracks? Where might it go? To what you dream. Where will you be when you choose to create that? Because where do you choose to take your life? If nothing else, you alone will be. But think about how great it is. And what else shares in that greatness? What other likeness? What other dreams? What other wonders in this world to create of that kind? But not in full, so they do it their own way. Their own dreams to take from their dreams. But would you not create loss then? And where you do leave a rickety rail of here and there. Where do you leave? And how do you gather those that choose to follow? That choose to ride those games? What treat do you create? What game? What dance? What interaction of your life have you chosen? What will you choose ahead? Who knows? What is current? Well, that's the choice ahead, without past. But what past to current to future be? Because what past does lead ahead? What choice of game and dance do be? What beats do you create and lead? In the game you do create, indeed. In the dance, is it fair? Is it one that you'd want to play yourself? Is it fun and entertaining? A good old time. One with, great prizes. Perfect challenge level. Well, you're challenging just to the point, where you're having a great time. Well, it's not to the point where a child might come to play. And it won't be able to. But it's to the point where a child can come to play and have fun. Where they have a good time. Where each and one of us, not just the children, but we all are children, to create good time. And the truth is, think of that game. What prize do you truly win when you play a game in life? When you create a game for somebody, when you do present a prize, you say, hey, would you want to help out in this? Or do you want to create this? Do you want to work together to do this? What do you create in that game? Well, what was that dream? What was that goal? What was the goal of that treat, in that dance, in that game that you did choose to lead, that you chose to share from other inputs and gather together and create? What does be truth without the poisons of the food? The rickety rails upon so many lives that some do create, in which they lead of loss of life, takings and choices of others, like poisons be, of games, not of cheat. What happens when you create a game that's just a cheat? Oh, cheat. What loss do you choose to play within? But will you ever be able to beat that game? Because what is true of it? What cheat? Which is always going to be there for you. But we might make it about and around to create the pride by not playing by the faulty rules you bring, the law and choices you create to be of what you see. Now think and imagine all the carnivals in this world that each person creates. You, me, and each and every one. Think about it. Think about what carnival treats they might create, or they might create, or they might create. But why? Well, you'll never know. But they do. You can kind of tell. You can wonder. You can learn to understand and respect by who does create it. But would you share in a food that another does not share in themselves? Would you share in a creation that is not equal in what they do choose to create their part as well as your own? Do they choose a team? Or they choose only themselves? Have you chosen only yourself? And where you do lead, and where you do create, to cheat those that you interact with. And a dance is the game of life. Now think about each and every one. And what they do create so kind, without that poison, without that rickety rail or cheat. Think of that beat so wondrous and true, that can be so grand, of that share of dreams in which people create of what they see in treat, to share with others that which they would eat. And create rides and games and leads where they dream, not of rickety rails and lost indeed. Think of all those wondrous, wondrous games and interactions and dances and beats. Because think of that beat of each choice that be, of what you see in life and beauty, of all that beats of here and there, the beats of this and that and there. What a wondrous beat it does be true. Of all those creations, yes, indeed, so true. What a beat the world does create, of heart, desire, and wonder indeed. Of all those dreams, without the rickety rail, in which people do not lead to a cheated game, or through a game of cheat. And the beats, the game, the dance they make, it carries their step to create great treats without poison or harms indeed. Think of all those wonders that be, and greatness of future that can be true, of all those endless possibilities. Not just that one or that one there, but not just that or that or that, but not just one at all, with so many true, but not that one. Without that one, if not that one, that ends indeed. of all that comes to be, of all the creation ahead that lies, currently. Because currently, where did you choose the path of wonders be, of choices of you, and what wonders to me, when not of you? What did you create of what you saw? Now imagine more of that, and more and more. What could you create there true, of all those possibilities without end? Or you could choose to create that one, those that lead to that so true. Those poisons that lie, that create above, you above, or below, all just of what you choose. All to be of what you want, and to be yours so true. As though you needed it all. And all you do need is you to create what you seek in truth. Because then who does always have it, and be always of its creator? You, but you have another creator. Oh, what carnage you bring to your carnival truth. As you throw it away, and have others create it for you. What loss you bring to what your dream could be. Because who does create those treats? Not you. You just request and beg. Because they do create, not you. Who does lead it? Well, not really you. Because you just have them do it for you. Have them create it this way and that. And they lead it here and lead it there. And they know the design and how to do it. Not you. You just request a ticket. Or just create that dance, that game of what you seek. If you have another, do it for you. Save it. For to be truly of what you dream. To be of what you seek in life. And to truly be the source and creation of your own carnival of dreams. And not of loss of it. Who else created? Not any other, not me. Not them. No other but you, as I know of you. Because what beat does carry when you choose to create yourself. Those treats so good without that loss, without having another do it for you, without having another create that ride for you, but creating it yourself and truly creating it in this world, and creating those games and interactions and going through the dance and life and creating that beat and being of what you dream and truly creating what you seek in life. What wonder can you be? What wondrous carnival can you create? And what will you mean? Think of what each one means. Each creation true. To create that treat, what does it mean? Each choice you make. What does it mean when you create a lead of this or that? When one does choose to share and one does not. Well, who does always be true upon his creation indeed? But in the games you make, in the share and offering of interaction, and in games of teach and lesson indeed, without that poison. Because what do you truly mean? Who are you? No other truth. Because only you create your kind. No other truth. Oh, maybe they request you do this one or that one or that one or this one for them. Do this for them, that for them. But who will always truly be? You who chooses to create it. Even if you choose to follow. Because you've chosen to create it. You've chosen to follow that mislead. Even though you may have known it was misleading. You may have known it was wrong. But you still chose to follow. You may not have known. But now you do. Don't you? So could you protect from that which was of love? And create of that which you did see? And create that carnival of protection as well? To protect from that law of that poison tree? That rickety rail? Protect to find a way to create for others protection from those rails of law? Or those games of cheat? Of that dance and interaction of falsity? Because what could you be if you chose to create of what you dream? In treat, in ride, in game, in the dance of that carnival beat. What music be true that carries you back Think of it now, each step and deed. Think of the steps and deeds for truth. Think of each step that dots and deeds. Think of the steps of each and deed. Think of that step you know is true. Think of the steps in all the life, and think of the steps and deeds that be of all that carnival that you seek. Think of it indeed and true. Because what could you be of dream and deed? Think of the wonders that you could be. No other true but just as you. Think of the dreams that you could be. No other yes indeed so true. Think of all the wonders in life and all the wonders of creation that can be ahead. And think of the path of what to choose. Of all that wonders that be true. But think of that loss. Oh no, protect from that. Oh no, because what does it be? Loss of what you dream of you so true. To think of what you could be true. All that carnival beat indeed. All that carnival desire true. The carnival of desired creations, the carnival of dreams you could be true. Of that deed in life and what you could create ahead. Certainly where do you lie true? The carnival beat just carry you now. What is that of heart? And what is that of not? Just think of that beat that lies ahead. That you could create and reach that step. Feel it true indeed. Who are you? And what should you be? What do you choose? To be now true? What do you choose? Ahead? Well, that's up to you. The next step you make, or another choose it for the truth. And loss of what you see. Or do you choose to share in what they offer? Yes, indeed. To think of what you could be true. Could you make it? Could you create your dream? And a carnival. And a beat of life. Because what choices in life do we else of the trees? But a choice to create. What choices in life do we have to rise? What to leave? What choices in life do we have to gain? But to interact with treats and rise. But all together, what beat do you create? How do you create? What beat will you choose to create ahead? In the future that lies. It could be anything, including that one loss. What else could it be? There's not the loss. That is. But what else could be without that loss that be so horrible as this? See what else you could do though? Think of it all. Oh, you can do this or that or that or this or this or that. And what can they do? They can do that, or they can do this, or they can do that. I mean, you can do just about anything yourself, and they can do just about anything. And you protect that loss and think about all the different things you can do. I mean, you can do this or that or that or this or this or that. And that's the amazing thing. Is what we're all capable of, individually and together. Boom! I mean, it's just boom! Amazing what we can all do together. Hey, we made it to the moon, we made it to the stars. We can do anything. And we have. We've created so many wonders in this world. It's in our lives and in our existence. And think of all the things that are so great in our life. And where did we start? In hut. In cave? No. So any animal. I don't know if 4 legs or not, but we're not shirt on our back, no pants on our legs. Wandering around, look at this and that. Then they came across that cave. Picked up a rock, tied it to a stick, and started chiseling away. Started breaking away with stone. Pretty soon we had ourselves a cave. I believe that wasn't enough. We always seek to make that dream a smile. That wonder that be of man and woman true. Our dreams, she's at the sun. But I'm not sure what's true. That dream, that woman, that opposite. And start to always wonder to lie between man and woman of endless pleasure that can be created between us. Of wonders that the cave that he did create. He sat and he chiseled away at that cave. That hammer that he had just made by tying a stick to a rock to a stick, and chiseled away, and away he went. So a cave was made. And then now he started to chisel out stairs in the back Then up he went, deeper, upper, and built a second floor. Then another, and a room here, and a room there. Pretty soon he wanted some water. He wanted to bring the nature in. So he started to paint upon those walls. He took that dye of the grass and started to paint the greens within. Then he took perhaps the blue. Maybe it wasn't the green that started with. It was a blue. Who knows? For certain truth. And soon these cave paintings of all the rainbows of colors, gathered from petals of flowers. Maybe she created that. Maybe it was him. Who knows who created that first thing, that first painting truth? Within the walls of that cave, to bring that nature in. But now look at our homes today. We've got the waters within, and not just the blue of the petal indeed, but the water's true from a pump, from a river. And all those things of nature we bring within. The fire. Ah, who did start that? How did they find that out? How did we? Well, thank heaven. But otherwise we'd be eating raw meat. A bloody mess is it. Still bloody. But cooked. That wheel, so easier to travel with. But maybe that was just a piece of rock he carved from the cave, the first door. Who knows for certain truth? But could be, could have been. I see a cave much grander, you see, than just a hole in a mountainside. I see a cave carved, grand door upon its front soon, and rooms that gather up and story after story in cliff face. That's what I see our caveman created. That wondrous caveman. And woman, too. She probably had her hand at that hammer, too. Breaking away that stone day after day. So I find better one who's way. And carving sculptures on the sides of mountains. And within the homes of paintings true. Do you know what's funny? That right there. It's a perfect bomb shelter. To protect each and every one of us who runs to it when bombs do fall. But deep in that mountain, was the faces. May we not be protected from bombs that fall. Five caves. Oh, the cave. Expect fancy. Ancient man made clay to beat a ton, beating out that stone wall, creating that cave. Ancestry, fan. But wonders we have created. Think of them all. Since that caveman. Think of it. What choices not of loss indeed, without of end, do we create? Of birds and planes, of planes, cars, and automobiles, of homes, of so many things of painting and art, so many wondrous things, so many fantastic things. We've created the path. Think of it all. Oh, who knows it all? But so many have been. And look at where we now lie and where we sit. Because think of what lies ahead indeed. What might we do without that end? What might we choose in the carnival there be? Of creation true, and think of all those creations before treats and where others have led. Where you have led and others have led of past indeed, of histories of old. Very old. And where they did play and what dance and game they did make. Now think of ahead what we could do. Of all those possibilities we have already done, but what could lie ahead without that end, without that choice of loss that some have done? horrible, creative choice indeed. But what might we create ahead of choice indeed? What creations of choice might you create of carnival treats? What ride when you may leave? What beat will you carry? That which is of loss before, or that which can be what? A protection of that loss? In the game you make? In that beat you create? Think about it. What are you capable of? I mean, what are we truly capable of, each and every one of us? What we have done before, each and every one. Think of those individuals that have done what? What are you capable of? Think of the prosperity of the world we can create if we do not choose of that loss. And the ones that don't choose of that loss in the past. See what they have done and what they have created in their lives. From the caveman and his chiseling of caves, to nowadays, to Einstein's theories, to Edison and his light bulb, to Da Vinci and his invention, to Michelangelo, and all those great thinkers and wanderers of the past, to the carvers of the pyramid. The rough indeed, we see. I believe there's far more than that. Rough, because that's where I see pyramids in that. But think of all the wonders of this world that individuals have created. As teams and led with ideas that have started without a choice of law. Or teams have led without a choice of law. Or creation has created what we have created. Man and womankind. Think of what we can do ahead. All the choices that are possible. Without that loss, without that poison in that food. In that carnival treat, without that rickety rail that sends it off and kills so many, with such loss indeed, without that game of cheat, but being true and teaching others of what you seek, being honest and respect, sharing the truth alone with those that you do not, and why? Not though you may be wrong, but hey, that's what discussion's for, is to find the truth. That's another game indeed of understanding. So what might we create ahead? Be true. If we are true, if we are of milk and honey. If we treat each other with milk or honey, with honesty of milk, with structured truth, we tell them the truth of what we choose. That milk. When they ask us questions, we tell them true why we don't choose it, or we tell them true what we do with the milk in her. As each of us, each and every one of us can do, as I choose to. Think of that honey that lies ahead with that milk. That structure we can create without that law of share of heart, of creation true within belief, within life, with each other, within all and everything. Each and every one of all of creation. Each and every creation of creation. Oh yes, some things of loss will come about. And we'll just give them that milk, that honest answer. And tell them why not. They might still come at you, but you know, they'll protect with their own milk, with the milk. With the protection of milk or honey of share. Milk and honey of share. Of milk alone. A share of milk and honey, protection. Because what can we choose? What can we create together without the loss of that share, without the loss of that honey, without the loss of that which you seek in life, that heart being shared, that honey in life, when you are true of what you choose in life to create, of milk or honey for others. And milk and honey of what you choose to share your heart. Honey. Milk, that structure. Milk does the body good. It grows your bones. It grows your structure. And you got honey in that milk. Oh, what bone, what structure do you create? But what structure do some create? And I've created before. I've made mistakes. That was not of honey. I was just truly out of share what I saw of you was out of share of milk or honey that you're creating. But can you now go forward and build protection, fix those problems in the past? To honestly share of milk or honey, of the milk alone that was not of honey, the milk and honey of what you seek to fix in your life. Error. Think of those treats of honey true, those carnival treats of honey so sweet, those rides so sweet a lead, so good and true to what you seek. Those games where the prize was so good, so much of honey and milk. And that which is of milk or honey, protection true from that which chose, that lost, and that honey. That which you dreamed and others did, so true. To others as well. Oh, that protection. I see that carnival truth. It can be true that we can all create each one of milk and honey, of treats of wonders that be, of heart and wonder, of treats of dreams, of sweetness and share, of milk and structure true, protection from those that take the share of all, not just of self. Protect the continuum, the growth, that which is not of end. What karma do you create? Karma do I create? Well, I shine many. Do you see the shine? But which one do you create? There's one of you. Which one do they create? Which one do they create? For them or them? Having carnivals do truly be, not just love. Having true. Do I share that kind of milk or honey? Truly, no, again, what I see, I choose to share, but to protect milk or honey by all the numbers that we true. Quite honestly, what did you choose to create of your kind? What did they? No. But you can know what they trade now. Is it something they would share and share? Oh, is it something they would? Do they offer you poison? Do they offer you mislead? Or game of cheat? Or can we fear? Can you fear? It is never one fear. And that shine. That share. The dream. Final. Possibility. Wonder. Carnival dreams. Future. That's true. Here's the milk. What did you choose? Here's the honey. What can't you choose? Here's the possibilities to make of your carnival dreams. The shape. Protection of the dream. Protection of that continuum. Have that choice in life. What have you already done? Have you already done? True. That which is of heart, and that which is of heart. What is it? True. True. But what can you do ahead? What can we create? Together and individually, what can you create? What can each and every one create? What can each and every one create together? Of dreams, of carnival treats, of honey so sweet within, and milk and truth. Of rides that lead, dreams of which they choose to share, like honeybees. Of games that are without cheat or lie, sweet games so fun to play. I'll leave you with that. It's true. Thank you for your time. Christopher David Payne, for the United, Unified.